I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. This is the second of two requests for Vaughn Davis, who sent in requests via PayPal. I appreciate that. If anyone's ever interested in requesting pretty much any type of video, whether through PayPal or Patreon, you send directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. But the review for today is for The Hand That Rots the Cradle. Which is funny, some commercials, TV spots, trying to market this as an action movie. So like, get rot. Really? With this movie, get rot? I mean, it's not The Rock. Whether Dwayne Johnson or the Michael Bay The Rock. I mean, but this is a thriller. And to me, an effective one. I thought this was well done. Rebecca De Mornay, she's definitely the best part of the film, as one crazy bitch. I mean, a crazy bitch. You also have Matthew Modine, you have Annabella Sciorra, you got Ernie Hudson. The plot of the film is, early on, this doctor, played by John D. Lance, EQ from Star Trek Next Generation, he's accused of molesting these ladies, fucking pregnant ladies. She's a major fucking creepola. And he gets caught. So, of course, he does the shit where he commits suicide. And Rebecca De Mornay is his wife. She's pregnant. She hears the news. All the stress and stuff makes her collapse. And she loses the baby. So because now her husband's dead from suicide and she's lost the baby because of the stress, she wants revenge. And technically wants a new family. So she goes after the person that was prevalent in the accusations, Annabella Sciorra's character. Now, my friend Mike OCP did a review of this, and I can understand where he's coming from, where Annabella Sciorra does seem like a fairly weak character. But I thought it worked in this, because I thought, if I learned to stop, I thought, I don't know why I sound like the fucking Looney Tune rooster, whatever the fuck, Foghorn Leghorn. I say, it works because it's telling the story of that this is a weak person who has to find their strength. And at the end does. And that she's weak, that's why she's slow on the take of figuring out what's going on. That maybe a little bit of why De Mornay thinks she can seduce Matthew Modine, because she's much more upfront compared to Sciorra. She's much more seductive than Annabella Sciorra. She's much more tempting for Matthew Modine. So it's the movie trying to think, well, will the husband cheat on her? Doesn't, but... So I thought Annabella Sciorra, she did fine in the role. I know my friend Mike disagrees. I thought, for what story they were telling. But Rebecca De Mornay is easily the best part, because just the stuff she says, like she really starts, she becomes the new nanny, works for this couple, and the shit that she does, she really starts liking there's a little girl and there's a new baby. She starts liking the little girl. This bully is picked on the little girl, and she goes up to the kid and goes, if you don't stop, I'm gonna rip your fucking head off. Which is, I mean, Rebecca De Mornay saying that to his little boy. I'm like, okay, don't fuck with this bitch. She's a big bitch. And she's a crazy bitch too, because she will literally pop up her titty and breastfeed the couple's baby. I'm like, okay, this girl is out of her fucking mind and she is pissed. Or the way she talks to Ernie Hudson, because Ernie Hudson's character is a mentally handicapped character who is a handyman, and she frames him so they kick him out, but he still stays behind because he's friends with the family, wants to help them. Ernie Hudson, I thought did a good job, because this is a line to toe with playing a mentally handicapped character. I did not think he went too over the top. Think of the quote in Tropic Thunder, you'll know what I mean. And Ernie Hudson, I like him as an actor. I love him, Leviathan. Go on, bitch, we're still here. Or Ghostbusters, The Crow, many others. It's cool that he got to be a big part of the ending. He's technically my favorite actor in the movie. Although I think Rebecca De Mornay gave the best performance, but just actor-wise, Ernie Hudson's my favorite of the group. And just Rebecca De Mornay, I'm going to say this line, do not get pissed off. It's me repeating a line of dialogue. Okay? Again, it's me repeating a line of dialogue, and I'm saying it to stress out how fucking intense this character is. When she goes up to Ernie Hudson, she's like, don't fuck with me, retard. And she keeps calling him that. And like, she don't give a fuck. And Ernie Hudson tries that, I won't let you hurt them. They're my friends. So, this is, in a way, a progressive movie. Think about it. It's a person who happens to be black, and a person who happens to be mentally handicapped, and they become the big hero at the end. But hey, in today's age, we've never had that. No, you don't look into the past. You don't look at films like this and give them... Well, technically this got proper due when it came out because it was a success at the box office, but I don't know if this has features. I don't know if this has special features. No one really talks about this film nowadays. Like you mentioned it, it's, oh yeah, that title, okay. That's kind of the reaction it gets, but the cast did their job well. It kept me interested to see, especially Rebecca De Mornay. There's a point she has a pillow. Like, this girl's so fucking crazy. Is she going to suffocate the baby with the pillow? No, she puts it to the side and then does something fucking creepy by, I'm going to suck on my titty. And she even uses that idea as, Sciorra, your baby had my milk. Like, just fuck, man. Now, if this was a comedy, she would have said, she had my titty milk. Oh, like Luke Skywalker. Maybe this baby will grow up to be Luke Skywalker. And that's why Luke Skywalker had a titty milk fetish in Last Jedi. Rebecca De Mornay did it. God damn it. But I thought Sciorra, I understood why they made her sort of a purposely kind of bland character. I didn't. They make it seem like, oh, Matt. Did I say Matthew Modine? I meant Matt Mccoy. I kept saying the wrong fucking Matt. God damn it. I meant to say Matt Mccoy. God. Well, I guess at least I keep saying Matthew Modine. God damn it. People are like, it's not Matthew Modine, dipshit, for like 8 minutes. I know if you say in the comments, I'm like, yeah, I did it. I fucked up. I'm going to leave that in. I fucked up. Matt Mccoy. I guess that goes to show you how... He's a weak character, I'll give you. Matt Mccoy, I liked him as an actor. He did a lot better in films like Abominable, a Bigfoot movie, which I reviewed and enjoyed the reviews on the channel. I think it's one of the best Bigfoot movies. That Matt McCoy, he's not bad, just his character doesn't really have much to do, other than maybe get seduced by Rebecca De Mornay, but he doesn't. Again, he's not bad in the film. It's just his character. There's really no build up of the character as in there's no characteristics I could mention. I mean, almost forgettable of a character to the point I fucking forgot who the actor was, and I fucked up and I kept saying the wrong name. But it's Matt Mccoy. But that maybe I'll leave that. Maybe people will laugh at it. Yep, you got what the fuck? It's like I know it. Matt McCoy. Say that Matt McCoy is going to be seduced by Mornay, but it doesn't happen. Julianne Moore is in the film as one of the friends, and her death scene I know is one of the more memorable parts of the movie for a lot of people. It was well done. This whole trap of the greenhouse and the grass that I'm smoking before and after this review because I'm fucked up so much. God damn it, man. Fuck it. Leave it in. We do it live. Fuck it. We do it live. The greenhouse with the glass coming down on Julianne Moore. Not that kind of coming. It's well filmed. Nice usage of slow-mo. Things of that nature. The ending I thought was satisfying. Spoiler alert for the ending. I like that Annabella, yeah, you just say, well, she's a bit of a weaker character. Well, even Rebecca De Mornay is saying that. Saying when push comes to shove, you can't even breathe. And I did this, and I'm going to overtake you. And yeah, Ernie Hudson helps her. But she's the one who gains her fire. It just pushes her ass down the fucking window. Like, that's where her fire, that's where her fucking... Like, she tries to fight him at first when Ernie Hudson's protecting the baby. So it's like, okay, now she has her fire. And then she stopped for a bit, and then she pushes his ass down out the window. So I thought that's where the story was going with the elevation of the character. And nice that Ernie Hudson had some good points too. And I thought it was a nice little story point where previously she didn't want him holding the baby, but now she's like, I trust you. And the elation and happiness of Ernie Hudson's character. I thought as a story it worked out well. I did problems. Yeah, certain characters like Matt McCoy, I think you could have done more with those characters. Maybe then I would not have forgotten what the fuck his name was. I'm looking the director's name. I always forget the director's name. I can always make it up and say it's another one. Like, yeah, it was, what did I say? Was it Matthew Modine I said? Or I already forgot. And that's why the webcam's slowing down, because I'm looking it up. Curtis Hanson. Which sadly, I think he passed away. Yeah, 2016. Because he was most famous for... Let's see, he did The Bedroom Window with Steve Guttenberg, Bad Influence, which I did like, with James Spader. Then he did this movie, The River Wild, which I barely remember. LA Confidential was his big movie, as well as 8 Mile. LA Confidential, I got pissed because it overtook Copland. I'm like, I like Copland a lot more. And that's another thing. This is a time where there's a shitload of these psychological, these type of thrillers. And people kind of surmised this is where horror film kind of went. There were still horror films coming out, but they were definitely not as big as the box office as they were, say, in the 80s. And that's because they kind of took horror and became more into these thrillers, like Unlawful Entry and this movie and Single White Female. And those are the films getting the big bucks and big money. And so, I don't know where the fuck I'm going with that, but it would be called the psychological thriller. That's the term they use, psychological thriller. Which fits. You know, it fits with these kind of films. I do think this is one of the better ones of that time period. I would say I like this more than Single White Female. Single White Female, like, eh. Unlawful Entry, I put above this because it's Kurt Russell and Ray Liotta. Like, that, stronger performances than, say, Matt McCoy in this. But yeah, some of the character work could have been developed a bit more, like on Matt McCoy's part. And the second half of the film, I would like to have seen Ernie Hudson a little bit more in there. But I get why for the story point, because by this point he's been fired, kicked out. But yeah, Rebecca De Mornay gave a great performance as a creepy evil bitch. Sciorra I was fine with. I did what they were doing with her character. Ernie Hudson I liked. And again, those moments with Rebecca De Mornay's dialogue, and it's a well-filmed movie. Curtis Hanson filmed the scenes fairly well. I really don't have a lot of big problems with the movie. So, thanks for watching my review of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. That starred Rebecca De Mornay, Annabella Sciorra, Ernie Hudson, Matt McCoy. Not Matthew Modine, or whatever the fuck I said. Matt McCoy. Either way, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.